This is Kelso Surgeon. Welcome again to my College of Advanced Sports Handicapping. It's Tuesday, September the 6th. We've got a lot to talk about. We'll be focusing a little bit on the NFL today, which begins this coming Thursday night. But let's run down a little recap of the first week of college football. I want you to know how each of my clubs are doing, and I can assure you they're doing quite well. With that Maryland win last night, my Best Bets club moved to 5-2 for the season, up 125 units, and with $10 per unit bettors winning $1,190 in just 5 days of play. My Chairman's club is 2-1, up 90 units, and 50-unit bettors, Chairman's Club members who bet $50 per unit are up $4,375. Those betting $25 a unit are up $2,187. And keep in mind, all Chairman's Club members also receive all my Best Bet Club plays. My Personal Best Club off to a 1-1 start, up $4,500 for the high rollers, betting $100 per unit. So, as I've said, we're off to a very successful start. Just getting warmed up, and am extremely confident that this is going to be my best football season ever. I'm prepared for it. I've worked for months to get ready for it, and I know that I can outrun the bookmakers right now, and that's the key to the game. Outrun the numbers, especially early in the season, and make the big scores. And you know, by the way, this coming Saturday, I'll be releasing my 50-unit college football game of the week, and I'm going to tell you right now, I am thinking about adjusting that upward to 100 units. I've found a college game that should just march right to the man by a sizable margin. And keep in mind, I kicked off the season with a 100-unit winner with Mississippi State over Memphis. Now, I think it's very important to clarify one rule right now. The weather was a tremendous factor, more than ever, in this past weekend's college football games, and there were a lot of questions about, well, was it a bet or not a bet if a game was shortened or whatever. I even had seasoned bookmakers calling me looking for clarifications. Now, here's the deal. A college football game, an NFL football game, they have to go 55 minutes to be considered official for betting purposes. If a game goes 54 minutes and 59 seconds, it's no bet, no action. So put this in your mind. A football game has to go 55 minutes before it is declared official for betting purposes. However, and this was a question from a lot of the bookmakers, what about those who just bet the first half? And most books permit you to bet the first half and the second half. All first half bets in all the games were a go. Every game went into at least the second period, so all first half bets were alive and as bets, and you either won or lost them. But the other games, the games that didn't go 55 minutes, all bets were off, and that is the rule and will be the rule. There may be a few books who vary from that, and maybe you need to get a clarification and ask your bookmaker, when is the game official, because you don't want him to slap you in the mouth after a game is over and say, no, it's the rule of this book are. So just keep it in mind, very important. Now, I'm kicking off the NFL season this Thursday night with a 50-unit play on the New Orleans Saints at the Green Bay Packers. Nationally televised game, and we'll have more on that in just a minute or two. Just a couple of NFL notes. You know, New England is the 9-2 favorite to win the Super Bowl, with the Green Bay Packers the second choice at 5-1, followed by Pittsburgh and Philadelphia at 8-1, and then everybody else is at least double digits, beginning with San Diego at 10-1. If you're looking for a long shot, you can get 300-1 on the Carolina Panthers or 200-1 on the Buffalo Bills. My football power ratings are up. My college power ratings are by far the best you'll ever see. You can look at them. You can use them right now. They're effective and they're winning. They're a little bit more complicated than I've released in the past, but the explanation for them is very clear on this website. In fact, before you leave the website today, be sure you visit the the power ratings listed under betting tools. You'll be surprised at how powerful they are and what is there. In the colleges, I've come out with my top 15, and by the way, I decided to do only a top 15 because after you get past the top 15 teams in the country, it's very difficult to separate any of these teams, and to do it for a top 25 to me, I found to be impossible unless I wanted to lie a little bit intellectually. Might surprise you a little bit, some of the teams that I'm using. As you know, before the season started, I picked Texas A&M to win the national championship, and they are my number 1 ranked team, followed by Virginia Tech, followed by Oklahoma, and then Wisconsin and Boise State. So once again, my top 5, Texas A&M, Virginia Tech, Oklahoma, Wisconsin, and Boise State. You can see the whole list in the homepage story on this website. Take a peek at it. I think you'll enjoy some of the comments, and you'll find some of them very insightful. Now let's get back to that Thursday night game that finds the New Orleans Saints at Green Bay. Here's some things to think about. You know, New Orleans won the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Very solid road team. 14-4 straight up on the road over the past 2 seasons. 8-10 against the number in those games. The Saints have won their last 3 season openers. Are 4-1 in Game 1 under Coach Sean Payton. 3 of the 5 have gone over the total. The Green Bay Packers won the Super Bowl last season. They're a solid home team, standing 13-5 straight up at Lambeau Field over the past 2 seasons, and quite interestingly, 10-5-1 against the number. The Packers are 4-1 in Game 1. They've won their last 4 under Coach Mike McCarthy, and the under has held a 4-1 edge in those games. Now, last but not least, as I told you, my Best Bets Club is off to a tremendous start. 5-2, got the money with Maryland last night, up 125 units with $10 bettors, already profiting by $1,190 after just 5 days of the season. Get on board for my Best Bets Club right now for just $199, and here's what you get. You get the entire college season, you get the entire NFL season, you get the rest of Major League Baseball right through the World Series, and you get my 200-unit college game of the year, my 200-unit NFL game of the year, and several other 50 and 100-unit plays, all included in that $190 fee. You can sign up for my Best Bets Club on this site right now for the $199 charged to your major credit card, or just call me toll-free at 1-800-755-225 and sign up at the office. Thank you very much for tuning in today. I'll be back here Wednesday with another report focusing on college football and the opening of the NFL season. Have a good one.